What a week.
It's Sunday night, and time for 101.5 Bob Rocks to break off two more sticky nuggets of local rock.
Hey, I don't remember. Do you play an instrument?
So join us in sparking up Bob's homegrown stash.
No more empty promises, no sir.
Without further ado, here's your host on 101.5 Bob Rocks.
Hey, it is the Bobfather, and this is another edition of Bob's Homegrown Stash. Tonight from Baltimore, Maryland, Bridge to Divide. And here's a little something called Breakaway. Bob's Homegrown Stash on 101.5
Bob Rocks.
Bob Rocks. That was Breakaway from this week's featured band, Bridge to Divide. It's the Bobfather with the fellows in the studio. What's up, guys?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing too much. Thank you guys for coming in. Real quick, why don't you tell us who you are?
I'm Josh. I'm the bassist.
I'm Dave. I'm the singer.
I'm Brian. I play guitar.
Very cool. We're missing one person, right?
Yep, our drummer, Elliot.
Always the drummer.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
What's the drummer's excuse this time?
I don't know. Playing Nintendo.
Is it?
No, I think he has a day job he's got to go to, so,
Yeah.
we'll let it slide this time.
Okay, this time.
He gets one. That's it.
So we got a 3-song EP that we just heard the first track off of, Breakaway.
The title track.
The title track. From what I understand, is this fairly new?
Yeah, we just recorded this, was it 2 months ago? Yeah, about 2 months ago we just recorded it.
We worked with Alden and Josh of Seventh Seal, and they did a really good job producing us.
They most certainly did. Very well done, guys. Now, I have a flyer in my hand for an upcoming show at Baltimore Soundstage.
Sir. We're playing with Black Angel Down this September, Inhaler, Push, The Goons, and it's October 10th.
Yeah, October 10th at Baltimore Soundstage. Brought to you by our friends at 24/7 Entertainment.
Woohoo, 24/7.
Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin's the man, isn't he?
Kevin
Indeed.
is the man.
Now, you're sharing the stage with Black Angel Down.
Yes, sir.
I've heard the name. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on flyers for shows and stuff. And you guys want to show some love to Black Angel Down.
Absolutely. I've known those guys for years, and they just played the Shindig
Right.
last weekend.
Yes. Man, the Shindig just keeps getting better every year.
Yeah, we were bigger this year than when we were there last year.
Yeah, definitely.
Got real big.
It did, and unfortunately, I didn't get there until right when Chevelle was starting, so I
really?
missed about
Oh, you missed Anthrax, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
that was
know.
a good set.
Yeah. I mean, props to Kevin for hooking up the Shindig. I heard several people say, "Man, that was the best concert I've ever been to." You know.
Oh, Clutch tore it up.
And Clutch, one of my favorite bands. Yeah, and it's cool to see them on the bill every year.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to showing some love for Black Angel Down. We're gonna play a song,
Yeah, this is their new single, Kicked Out of Heaven.
"Kicked Out of Heaven"
Horns up.
from Black Angel Down. It's Bob's Homegrown Stash on 101.5.
Bob Rocks.
Everything I broke
1015 Bob Rocks. That was Black Angel Down, Kicked Out of Heaven. Bridge to Divide, this week's featured band, showing some love to Black Angel Down. It's the Bobfather with Bridge to Divide in the studio. Now, coming up after your show with Black Angel Down at the soundstage, what else do you guys have coming up?
We're going to be working on Playing Out of State, and then we're probably going to go back in and record another single. We're looking to record with Tony Corelli
Okay.
in the future, yeah.
I've heard that name.
He did a lot of the stuff that was on the Charm City sampler, if you got one at the shindig.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. So, you guys are looking to branch out, make your escape from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played out of Baltimore a couple times. We played up at Mojo 13, and that was Wilmington, right? Yeah, Wilmington, Delaware. We played out there. We also have hit up Velvet Lounge in D.C., so we're trying to just expand a little more outside of just Baltimore and surrounding areas there and just get out there, branch out.
Very cool. So, if you're out there, you're listening, and you like what you're hearing, which you should, from Bridge to Divide, you want to get a hold of these guys, you want to check them out, maybe you have a club and want to book them for a show. How is the best way for people to get a hold of you?
Facebook.com/Bridge to Divide.
What is the best way for them to score some music? Is it available digitally? How can they get a hard copy?
Oh, you can go to our Bandcamp page. It's bridgetodivide.bandcamp.com.
Or just you can also hit us up on Facebook or email us at bridgetodivide@gmail.com, and we can also always send out or meet you and pass out hard copy CDs as well. So
Very cool. I'm always a fan of the hard copy CD.
Me too. It's a lost art, right?
Yeah. You know?
I like that vinyl's making a comeback too.
Oh my god. Well, and I hit the mother load for being a vinyl collector. So, a buddy of mine is like, hey, you know, this guy I went to college with opened up this record store, and he just goes out to auctions and stuff like that, and blah 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 blah. And so he has a bunch of extra stuff that he just goes through. And honestly, so what this dude does is, like, I am picking up in I guess 2 weeks like 1,500 vinyls for $50.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I have no clue what I'm gonna get.
Yeah, but that's
But
so cool.
right,
Hey, what I just got the Ministry Psalm 69
really,
vinyl. Yeah.
I don't know. I got some crazy stuff. The Beach Boys. That's one of some Beach Boys.
Oh my
stuff,
God!
man?
Did you see the movie? The Love and Mercy.
Love and Mercy. John Cusack.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible
Elizabeth
film.
Banks.
And
Yeah.
Just watching them go back to Pet Sounds and how it was all created. Perfect.
Right.
They did it so well.
I met Brian Wilson and Mike Love a few years back. Yeah.
Wow.
It went horrible.
Never meet your heroes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it was one of those situations where they were playing a private show, and one of my friends was invited and could bring a couple people, so I got to go. And another one of our friends, who he was a diehard fan, you know, and we were there, and my friend really wanted to meet Brian Wilson, and Mike Love was there, so we were standing there waiting, and it was one of those situations where my buddy got his attention and was like, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Hart, it's a pleasure. I've been a lifelong fan, this and that. And they just looked at him, and then they turned around and went back to the conversation.
man,
Yeah, it was brutal, man.
That's how it goes, man. You shouldn't meet your
I'm
heroes.
surprised Brian Wilson is still standing up.
Yeah.
Got love for the man.
Right?
Wow.
It was cool. That movie really put things in perspective. I'd always heard about, like, I guess his mental.
Yeah, and I've heard about the studio sessions that they did with Pet Sounds.
Yeah.
Like how crazy they were, but
Right.
it's incredible just to watch it.
Well, anyways, enough about the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about you guys.
All right.
We got another track to hear from you guys. It is, what side are you on?
Yes.
What are we talking about?
Well, it's an interesting story.
We originally this song, I always write a ton of lyrics, and this one kind of just came up, and I wanted to give a little bit more of a positive perspective. I always listen to music and find out what other people are listening to on the radio, and I try to check out as much as I possibly can, and I heard a lot of songs that were really depressing. And it's like, oh, this is my girlfriend left me, or, life is just terrible. So I wanted to give like a different perspective, like it could be better. And I'm a huge fan of like straight edge hardcore.
Yeah.
Like I love Youth of Today. Anything off of Discord or Revelation Records, Minor Threat, grew up on that stuff. So to try and incorporate that into what we're doing musically, give a little bit more of a positive vibe.
Okay, that's good. Everybody needs some positivity. All right, well, let's see what side you're on. Here is Bridge to Divide, this week's featured band on Bob's Homegrown Stash. With what side are you on? 1015
Bob Rocks.
Bob Rocks. What side are you on? From Bridge to Divide. Thank you guys for coming in.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Much.
And to recap real quick, your next upcoming show and the best way to contact you guys.
Is our next show is October 10th at Soundstage. Again, it's with Black Angel Down, Inhaler, this September, The Goons, and Push.
And the best way to contact us would probably be on our Facebook page, which is at facebook.com/bridge2divide. And if you want to shoot us an email, bridge2divide@gmail.com.
I'll have a link up to Bridge to Divide on the Bob's Homegrown Stash Facebook page, as well as my Facebook page. All you have to do is search the Bobfather, Bob Rocks, and you'll get there.
All hail the Bobfather.
And support local music.
Yes,
Yeah, local
absolutely.
music.
Indeed. And thank you guys once again for coming in.
Well, not a problem. Thank you for having us, man. Appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Thank you.
We'll be back next week with more local rock. It's the Bobfather with Bridge to Divide on Bob's Homegrown Stash on 101.5.
Bob Rocks.
Bob's Homegrown Stash on 101.5 Bob Rocks.